Welcome to the Digital Marketing News. I'm Tiffani Allen.
And with your first story this week, I am Joshua Nite.
Yep.
Hey, Tiffani, do you know whether or not people like you?
Don't want to.
All right, so you wouldn't say a count of the number of people who have interacted with you and liked you or not?
Only if it only goes up.
Right. And as a marketer, of course, we will want to know that. But it turns out that those likes can be a little bit stressful for folks whose entire career depends on them. So talking about Instagram influencers, those folks are feeling a little bit of burnout, enough so that Instagram has started to take notice. So they just recently did a trial run of hiding the total number of likes and views on videos and images for influencers. They did this in Australia, the land down under, I believe.
Yes, probably.
Yes. And the weird thing is there, if you like something, it's actually an upside down thumb because that's just how Australia works.
Yes.
Not really, no. But that trial seemed to go very well, so they are bringing that to the US. They're going to start trying this with just a select number of influencers in the US, but it's worth keeping an eye on because they are calling this kind of a quality of life initiative for their influencers. Kind of a neat thing to say, this is working well and bringing in money for us, but for you guys, if you burn out, then we're kind of done. So worth keeping an eye on for marketers. There are some early reports of third-party data that suggest that once you hide those numbers, people may be less likely to engage because there's not that social pressure of going, well, I want to be like 8.2 thousand people and I won't click that like.
Right.
So we may see our likes drop a little bit, but that doesn't mean that the interactivity is going anywhere.
I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of how many people like your posts.
But you might stress about it.
You might stress about it. But you know what else is related to shame?
What?
That was my segue.
That was a great segue.
Thank you. Google
like it.
is
Sorry.
introducing a kind of badge of shame for slow sites.
Oh dear.
Oh yes. So the Chrome Dev Summit, they announced that there will be a badging system put in place for slower sites to be noted and faster sites potentially to be noted as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's about setting expectations for customers. I know Google has said page speed is an important ranking factor. It is one of many, but what it does affect is how folks use your site. If they engage, if they convert, a slow site can wreak havoc on your conversion. So they want to set expectations with customers. Could be a notice on a landing page that says the site usually loads slow. Could be a green bar for fast loading sites and maybe a red bar for slow loading sites. We'll have to find out together. Either way, speed matters. Make sure that you're doing everything that you can to make sure your site is fast, but not ignoring everything else that would help it rank and engage users as well.
For sure. Just keep juggling all of those balls at once.
Yeah.
If your target audience is colorblind, don't worry about it.
Or worry more.
Dogs will never notice.
Fair
If the
enough.
bar is blue or red. They will only notice if you pretended to throw the ball and didn't throw it.
It will
They hate
hold it
that.
against you for life.
You know why though?
Why?
Because it abuses their trust.
Go on.
And it turns out trust is a crucial part of modern marketing. Who knew?
Oh, of course.
We all knew. But there was an interesting new little survey of 255 CMOs that was done by the CMO Council, who they know a bunch of CMOs. I like to imagine them as like the Fellowship of the Rings Council, just kind of, you have my PPO and my CPC and my axe.
Yes.
Something like that. The third nerdiest thing we've ever said.
No, we should stop counting. It's going to get worse.
That's just going to be sad. Yes. But the CMO Council, along with Cheetah Digital,
Very fast.
they took the survey about how CMOs are dealing with consumer trust. So 51% said that respect for customer data is a top priority to secure trust. But 55% also said that their organization does feel like they have a high ability to follow through on the promises they make regarding privacy and permission and personalization. So overall, it's looking pretty good. The one thing that I thought was weird from this survey is only 13% said the top priority is avoiding being perceived as creepy with customer data. I would encourage folks to think about how high a priority it is for your customer, that the brands they interact with not seem creepy.
Right.
So
Yeah.
in your personalization plan, of course, you want to think about that building trust and being responsible with data, but also just know when you're getting a little too close.
Yeah.
A little too personalized.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a marketer and as a person, it should be everyone's top priority to not be creepy.
Yeah.
Unless it's Halloween.
Then you can be a little creepy just for a bit.
Yeah, just for a day. You know what's not creepy?
What?
E-commerce ads.
Oh no, those are never creepy.
Does that help?
I'm certainly not getting ads for the one time I looked at hockey skates 10 years ago.
So you're not the target market?
Mm.
Fair enough, fair enough. So spending rose for e-commerce ads 115% compared to last year in
Oh my
Q3 of this year. It was up 51% over Q2.
Wow.
The chief driver of that is Amazon, especially Amazon Prime Day.
I've heard of that. I celebrate Optimus Prime Day though instead.
It's true, I've seen it happen. You do order those things on Amazon though, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. So Merit Software's 2019 Digital Advertising Benchmark report reported that retailers spent 40% of their budget on shopping ads alone this year for their ad budgets. Clicks increased by 14%.
That's a nice little double-digit rise there.
Yeah, getting some more clicks, which is great because the cost per click continued to decline from Q2 to Q3, which
Nice.
is great. Spending a little less money per click means you're maybe getting a better return on your ad spend. Click-through rates are also rising again to 2.99% on average in Q3, but they're still down year over year. So again, it's really important to make sure that your ads have great photos, that there's good headlines, good descriptions, that the prices match what's listed on your site and what have you, all of those quality factors that go into great shopping ads. But that's great news for digital advertisers, especially going into the holiday season.
Yep, and keep Amazon in mind. We tend to forget that Amazon is one of the biggest search engines in the world, as well as the place where all of my stuff comes from.
That's true. I would get boxes every day almost.
So are you going to order any of your holiday gifts from Amazon?
Like all of them.
Or all of them? Yeah, I love it when they come and deliver over the holidays because they have that kind of jovial fellow with the red suit. He's got the little white trim. He's got the big truck with the dogs that are pulling it, the big dogs with the horns on them.
I think those are reindeer. Maybe you're thinking of Santa Claus.
Oh, I've heard of him. Yeah. But as we all know, hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for anybody, Santa Claus generally doesn't do the holiday shopping.
Right.
It was your parents the whole time, and now we are the parents, and that's our job. So I was interested to read this new research from Smartly.io. They smartly did a survey of consumers in the US, and they found that 48% of folks said they will consider purchasing products as gifts that they saw on social media.
Yeah.
So I stand here in my Bombas socks and with my Kickstarter pants.
My Rothy's.
Yeah, here to tell you I am not at all influenced by social media.
No, not at all.
What I thought was interesting though is so people are going to buy on social media, but over half of the folks who said they were going to buy are planning on spending less than $50.
Right.
So those big ticket items, maybe not so much. I did think it was good though. 57% of all of the shoppers said that they feel like social ads are helping them source new gift ideas.
Oh.
So that relevancy, that personalization and targeting is paying off for retailers.
Yeah. It's a thing of when you don't know what to search for and then something finds you and you're like, oh, good. Now I don't have to worry about what I'm going to get for my sister.
This is fantastic and creepy.
Yes, love that balance. So 35% of the consumers surveyed said video, animation, or image matters most in influencing their decision.
Makes a lot of sense.
Make sure things look good,
Mm-hmm.
right? 32% said testimonials from customers, so that could be reviews or testimonials, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
26% said influencer participation. So folks they know and trust and follow.
Makes a lot of sense. I like seeing that right up there with testimonials with video, as people who are somewhat known for our influencer marketing.
And there are specific channels you should think of when you do that.
Oh, yes.
So those who have purchased, 76% said via Facebook or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You're least likely to find gifts on Twitter or Snapchat.
Right. So anybody who was hoping to receive the big hot dog costume from Snapchat for Christmas, it's probably not going to happen. You're going to have to buy it yourself.
On Amazon. Well, that's all the digital marketing news we have for you this week. If you need more, you can follow TopRank on Twitter at TopRank or me at Tiffani_Allen.
Yep, and you can find me on Twitter at Nitewrites. That's NITEWRITES. And make sure to subscribe to the blog and to this here YouTube channel.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.